Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Dear students, today we are going to discuss symbolism in The Old Man and the Sea. Symbolism is the use of symbols to express ideas or qualities in literature. There are many symbols used in this novel, The Old Man and the Sea. The book Old Man and the Sea is written by Ernest Hemingway in 1952, who was an American novelist famous for his optimism. The Old Man and the Sea is a Nobel Prize winner work. The genre of the play is parable and tragedy. In the novella, the writer has used many symbols to clarify the concept. We will see all the symbols one by one. Number one is the sea. According to Hemingway, man was most able to prove himself worthy in isolation. The sea in the novel represents the universe and Santiago's isolation in the universe. It is at sea with no help and no recognition that Santiago faces his ultimate challenge. The novel, in this sense, is an example of naturalism in literature. Symbol number two is the Marlene. The Marlene represents the ultimate opponent, one that brings out the best in Santiago. Marlene is the fish that was hooked by the hero of the novel, Santiago. Symbol number three is the sharks. Santiago considers the sharks base predators, not worthy of glory. They represent destructive forces in life that serve no purpose. The next symbol is Joy Dimaggio. Joy Dimaggio was an American baseball player. Santiago considers Joy Dimaggio unbeatable. He symbolizes the indomitable will of the human spirit. Dimaggio, at the time the book was written, suffered from a bone spur mentioned in the novel. Despite the bone spur, Dimaggio overcame his opponents much in the same way Santiago overcomes his despite injuries. The lions. Santiago dreams of lions on the beach in Africa 3 times. They represent vitality and youth. The lion imagery at the end of the novel represents hope of eternal life. The next symbol is the mast. The mast is an obvious allusion to the cross of Jesus. It is on his skiff where stands the mast that Santiago suffers. Santiago suffers at sea for 3 days with painful injuries to the palms of his hands and his back. Manolene. Manolene is the pupil of Santiago. Santiago's young friend represents hope. Although Manolene's father prohibits him from fishing with Santiago, who is believed to be cursed, Manolene never abandons him emotionally. It can be argued that as Santiago fishes, he is without hope. The 84-day fishless streak proves to it. The Lost Harpoon. Santiago loses the harpoon as he finds of sharks. Symbol of individuals who lose their faith as life's woes attack. Much like Santiago without a harpoon, those without faith are defenseless. We are going to repeat these symbols. Many symbols have been used in the novel. The first one is the sea. It represents the universe, Santiago's isolation in the universe. The next is Marlene. It symbolizes the ultimate opponent. The next is sharks. Sharks are the symbolic representations of destructive forces. Next one is Joy Dimaggio, who was an American baseball champion. He represents indomitable will of human spirit. The next is the lions. Hero of the novel Santiago always dreams of lions. Lions are symbolic representations of vitality and youth. And if we talk about the imagery, they are hope of eternal life. The mast. The mast is symbol of the cross of Jesus Christ. Manolin is his assistant and his people. He is the symbolic representation of hope. The Lost Harpoon. Santiago uses his harpoon to kill the sharks. The Lost Harpoon is the symbolic representation of individuals who lose their hope. Without faith, we are defenseless. Thank you.